is, isn't it? Everybody wants to be. Ah, oui, Mr. Bob. Tell me, Mel. Oh la la. May you live forever, Mel Brooks. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope you're discoing. I hope you know the risk we are going to go through very soon. If you don't, please try to educate yourself and never be complacent. All right, so the market is to go down from here. Gold is to go down from here. And also, dollar, the king dollar, is to go up from here. You heard it first. You know me. All right. So this is the equity put to call, and we reached a correction zone 100% of the time for the last 4 years. At least for the last 6 years, you had volatility when you reached the zone. What's the percentage? That's right. I want to hear it. Yes, 100%. And since 2020, you had a sizable pullback when you reach this zone. Good deal. If you put this, the equity protocol, on the top of the dollar, with the exception of March, last March, when the dollar went down because of the time, because of the banking fiasco, all the time, whenever you have a bullish pattern in the dollar with the zone in the equity protocol, you have liquidation mode, which means a sizable pullback. 100% of the time you had volatility, that's for sure. So it's not going to be an easy ride for investors. 100% in the past. I don't know about the future. But more often than not, whenever you have a bullish pattern in the dollar and the zone in the equity protocol, you have a sizable pullback. When was the last time this happened? It was a quasi cup and handle, but it's not really a cup and handle. It's right here, because you have violation of the pullback here, so that's not a cup and handle. But you understand the concept, so we don't have to be technical. We don't have to know the definitions 100% of the time, so we know the psychological reasoning for the patterns. So you have like a saucer bottoming with a round, a higher round bottoming as well, like I had here, and wham! So you have a classic cup and handle right here. The same concept of the cup and handle, but not technically, because you had a sizable pullback. Okay, so all the time, whenever you have that, a company with this correction zone, you have a liquidation mode. You can go to so you have July. So you could have, all right, look at this is also a quasi, because some people are technical too much. So it's the same concept, but it's not a cup and handle because it's deeper. Or maybe it's a cup and handle. I really never thought about a technicality. Okay. Good deal. So last 4 times you had a correction. With one of them only, the dollar went down because it was the fundamental reasoning was for the depositors, the bank depositors going to gold. So look at May, June. So you have the same thing here. Capiche? So I'm not just saying things. So every time you go through this area, it's a correction zone. And whenever you have a bullish pattern in the dollar, it's a liquidation mode. Not to mention this, we have a breakout in this, the downtrend line. The successful test right here, and boom, on cup and handle. Okay. So I talked about the equity protocol. I talked about the dollar. Let me talk about the USD JPY. Okay. So we had pot on. All right. So this is the USD JPY. We had a breakout, ABC, and we had a successful throwback and consolidation in a form of continuation, and it's extremely likely, it's almost 90% chance we're going to break this one, and we're going to go for the first target, which is the 162 Fibonacci extension at 143. The full measure move is going to be at 146. So 143, 146 is the full measure move. Will be more bullish on gold once we hit the 146. I might go take trades once we hit 143. Okay? But before that, I am bearish on gold and GDX. Good deal. So this is where everything is going on now in the NDX 100. Okay. So a full measured move, 262, which means a termination move. It's been hanging up there since early June, and it couldn't even break it with failed rally after failed rally. So ABC 262, and usually a correction. It's like almost 90% chances we're gonna have a correction in the Nasdaq 100. We had 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna go through A, B, C. Okay. And usually, whenever you have this overbought, strong RSI over 70, you retest the high with a failure to go over 70, and that's exactly what happened. We were briefly over 70 last Friday, but it went back down. God dang. So definitely a bull trap, and 262. Capiche? Yes. We will have a correction in this thing as a form of ABC. Okay. And we have double targets in the NDX 100. The first one is 262. The second one is a breakout from August high to October low, and we hit 127 Fibonacci extension right here. And this is exactly it, with the same as the RSI missing 70. I'm 99.999% we will have a correction. The complacency, it is extremely evident. Where? In the put to call. So the numbers don't lie at all. Are we complacent? Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me look at the VIX. Are we complacent at the VIX? Let's see. I'm not making this up. 1383. Okay. Is this complacent? Oh yeah. What is that? I think this is the level of early 2022. Just before the meltdown. God dang. Feb 2022. Are we complacent? 100%. Via VIX, via protocol. 100% we are complacent. 100% we hit an extreme seller zone. 100% 262 and 127. 100%. Okay? Good deal. So let me talk about GDX. GDX made. Let me talk about this one first, and I could talk about the other one later. So we are making now a continuation pattern, form of a triangle pennant, and usually continues to the downside. And the failure of GDX rally last Thursday was absolutely indicative of a severe sell-off. Absolutely. In the past. Was really wondering why the heck GDX is not rallying with SLV going over 33%. Okay? So, confirmation is very soon. Okay, let me look at 100% of the time in the past. This is indicative of a top whenever you have high with bull trap, okay? Bull trap, because you made a high and you closed inside with extreme divergence in the MACD with a kiss formation. Same is true in stochastic. Absolutely is true in RSI. I can never forget that. Ever. This is a rule of mine. Always. 100% of the time. 100% of the time. It's not a regular pullback. So I can easily see 2980 before we see 33. I think we might test lower if we fail to hold. Okay, I've seen it before. Okay, so this is GDX. I think GDX summarizes the gold movement. You cannot have a gold rally, silver rally without GDX confirming it. I forgot to to ask you, please. Like if you like, share, subscribe. Please do remember, disco is from